What up? This is Coach Liebs, and welcome to a new version of Wide Receiver Film Room, where I'm just going to take you guys through some of the film that I'm watching each week, some of the highlights I see while I'm breaking down film for my NFL clients, and especially feature some of the work that we're doing with the Sideline Hustle family and some of the things we're trying to get better at every single week. So let's start off with our boy Chris Conley. He had a big week this week for Houston, had a couple big catches, couple of big plays in what was a really close game for the Texans versus New England. And, this is one for Chris that was special because, he's been working. He's been the starting X all year for Houston. Hasn't really gotten going, the way we expected production-wise. And he's just been working really hard, staying really focused. Like, these are some big plays that he's really been working for a long time. And the timing of it was awesome because Chris also, congratulations to him and his wife, Brianna, just welcomed their first baby, their first child into the world this week. So on a week where Chris becomes a father, he also catches his first touchdown of the year for the Texans, which is pretty cool. You see this first one on the flea flicker, you look at him down bottom, and a great job of execution from Chris, right? Because this isn't really part of the flashiness of route running, but you talk about some of these double moves, some of these trick plays where we really got to sell run. I think all of us who play receiver have tried to sell run, and the DB just kind of realizes right away it's not run, we give it away. Look at Chris down bottom, how patient he is engaging with the corner, really selling run, really giving the corner time to play the flea, to commit a little bit to the flea flicker. And then Chris throws him by and is able to finish over the top. And the thing I was really most proud of was this catch, man. I mean, Chris did all that, right? Held on to the block, sold the flea flicker, all these things. And look at how focused he was, attaching his eyes to the ball right here. Just awesome to see from Chris. Really great concentration. Really great job looking this ball in. Great job. Attaching his eyes to the ball. Finishing, right? You did a great job. Again, it just takes some extra poise to finish these plays, right? You were real patient selling the flea flicker, real patient doing your job, getting open. And then now this pass isn't, it's not an easy catch if you don't concentrate. This is when we really got to focus, really got to look this in, make sure you finish the play. You did such a good job getting open, finish the play. This is something you've been scheming up all week. Great job attaching your eyes to the ball right there. Again, something that it was just cool to see when you're working with your clients. Cool to see hard work pay off. And this is something we've been working hard for a long time. Chris been working his butt off. Hasn't had one of those breakout plays, and he had a couple of them this week. Here's another one, 4th and 2. You see Chris here is the point of the bunch, and he does a good job running up on 33 here, running up on 33 on this kind of corner route, really sold it inside. He cuts off the screen, but you can see him right there selling that shit inside. Does a good job winning, coming open, and then another really great concentrated catch right here on the sideline. Does a great job fighting the sideline for more yards. But again, really, really great catch. Two great catches from Chris, and just kudos to him for staying focused, staying at it, never letting go of the work, never easing up on anything, and a few big plays he really fought hard for. Again, great catch right here. Great concentration as Devin McCourty's coming in to try and tip this ball away. Again, great eyes, getting that thing tucked, getting it protected, and then fight the sideline, go get more yards after the catch. Almost getting to the zone right there. So congrats to Chris. Congrats on being a father. Congrats on, some big plays that he's worked really hard for coming week 5 for the Texans, and going to see more and more of this year from Chris. All right, next guy that I want to highlight, one of our other Sideline Hustle brothers, Quintez Cephus. He's up top right here. He's had just a great year for the Detroit Lions. Young kid, 2nd year, Georgia native. This is a great job, speed out, beating loose coverage on the speed out, right? Doing a good job finishing friendly. We want to sell vertical with our body language first and foremost, come off the ball, make it look like a go ball. Right, and then we want to really separate with one step on this speed cut, really propel ourselves to the sideline and gain separation on this speed cut, and then finish friendly, back downhill of the ball. Great concentrated, contested catch, and then Q's not satisfied. This is really what I love. Sticking his foot in the ground, sinking his hips, and we're getting more after the catch. Right, we're fighting the sideline, getting more, picking up the first down. This is the standard. We talk about this all the time with our receivers, but this is the standard. Catching the ball, making the first guy miss, catching the ball, getting more after the catch. The guys who get paid nowadays in the NFL are the guys who catch the ball and make something happen with the ball in their hands. So great job here by Q. This is, I think, his first catch of the game. And then this is another play, which, is a great play that ended up being a little tragic for him. This is Q up top, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, running this slant route versus Patrick Peterson off coverage. And, Goff is going to him right away, counting on him to make a play. And again, this is the standard. Catch the ball, make the first man miss. In order for us to consider it a really great play that we're proud of, we got to catch the ball and make the first man miss. And I love the mentality here from Q. I love the competitiveness. Good competitive catch, immediately catching the ball, getting his feet in the ground, looking to break a tackle. And he's able to shake Peterson off there. And then he fights the sideline, gets more after the catch. And this one, you can see on the tackle, we don't have the full clip here, but he ends up landing on his shoulder and Q ends up fucking breaking his clavicle, breaking his collarbone. So it's looking like it's going to be a long time on the shelf for Q, and I just want to wish him my best and congratulate him on a great start to the season. A lot of his work showed up, and he was really having a hot start and really producing for the Lions, keeping them in a lot of games. Was a top target for Goff. And we're going to get after this recovery, my boy, but I just wanted to congratulate you on a good start. Now's the time just to go back darker and find a way to make a positive out of this rehab right here. Get yourself right and go have a great year 3. But some great plays from Q. Just wanted to shout out his mentality with the ball in his hand, right? Before we saw the fight in the sideline on the first one, and then here's a big 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, catching the ball in front of the sticks, knowing you got to make a man miss to get the first down. And this is just a great job of knowing what he wants to do with the ball once he catches it, and then the mentality to go finish. Great job from Q, and again, I wish you the best in your recovery. All right, here we go, our boy Mo. It's a great job. You see him up top here in the slot. This is 4th and 5 right here, a game where San Fran's trying to come back against Arizona, so a good game. And this was after Mo had actually dropped the ball on 3rd down in the first half, one that was a little fluttery from Trey, but one that he had to come up with. Just a great job from Mo. If there's one guy I'm never worried about being poised and staying focused and all those sorts of things and talking to himself the right way, it's Mohamed Sanu. But it's a great example of that, right? Like you end up just, we all have those plays where we kind of trick it off and it's not our best effort. And we had a play on 3rd down earlier in the game that we should have come up with, and it doesn't affect us, right? It's just one thing that happens, we let it go, and we're still out here playing football and making plays for our team. And this was the next time he got targeted, making a huge catch on 4th down to keep the sticks alive. And that's kind of been Mo's MO this year for the 49ers. He's been the 3rd down guy, the 4th down guy. He's had a bunch of these conversions already in 4 or 5 games, just finding a way to make plays to keep the sticks moving, keep drives alive. And that's really the role that Mo's filling right now. Watch this catch, the concentration on 4th down, fingertip catch. Trey is trusting him, looking at him right away. Mo knows he's got to make a big time play. And he catches the ball. He knows he's about to get hit by this cover 2 corner. And Mo is catching this ball in a way to make sure he secures the catch, make sure he's past the sticks, but catching the way to avoid that big hit as well. I mean, great job from the veteran, man. You guys know what I think of this guy, but it was pretty cool just to see Mo bounce back from the drop, see him make a big play, pick his young quarterback up. And this is what veteran leadership is, right? We're not going to make every play, but when we don't make the play, how do we respond? How do we pick ourselves up from that and making a huge fucking catch to keep the sticks alive right there, keep the drive alive? That was cool to see from Mo. Continue to making these clutch plays. That's the veteran leadership this team needs from him right now. All right, there's another one from Mo later in the game. This was when they were kind of driving in 2 minutes. It was a 2-minute situation, down 10 with 4 minutes left, right? You just got to kind of go fast. And this is one where you're running kind of this CO, as they call it, this speed out, where you're making it look like a choice route. But when you've got 38, you've got his man defender all the way inside like this. You don't got to do much to it, right? Don't got to add nothing fancy. Just kind of push vertical, get your shoulders vertical for a second so that 38 has to freeze there. And then it's just a race to the sideline, beating him with speed, good speed cut mechanics, pushing off this break step, propelling himself to the sideline. That's a good job kind of cutting that corner. You see the acceleration Mo gets off his top break step. Once he pushes to the sideline, that's what creates that separation. And then again, having awareness of the sticks, knowing what to do with the ball once we catch it. Good ball by Trey, putting it in front of us. But then there's no hesitation, right? We're catching the ball, Pearson fighting the sideline, going to get this first down right away. And just a good job knowing what to do with the ball once we catch it. It's a simple route, simple execution, but simple, not easy, right? Knowing what to do. Like Mo runs this route a lot. He controls the underneath on some of these 2-minute situations, these 11 personnel situations for the 49ers. And it's knowing how to make all these routes look the same, how to add different looks to keep the defender off balance. And then when he does give it to you, that was a big coaching point watching the Cardinals this week, was sometimes they just give you this heavy inside leverage or this heavy off coverage. And when they give it to you, just take it, right? Play with speed. Don't have to do anything fancy. They got a good pass rush. So when they give it to you in situations like this, just take it, nothing, and expect the ball right away and know what to do with the ball and go get the first down. Again, simple, not easy. Good play right here from Mo. All right, here's one that's cool to talk about. This is a great play down bottom from Olamide Zaccheaus, our guy for the Falcons. Ridley was out this week, so he had to step up as one of the main targets as a receiver. And this was a big 3rd down conversion, right? It's 20-17. The Jets are coming back in the game. I think it was 20-3. So the Jets are rallying. They're coming back in the game, right? They're mounting a comeback. And this was 3rd and 13, where they had to keep the driver alive. They're at a field goal range, right? They need one more score to kind of put this game out of reach. And OZ does a great job with this 3rd down conversion, running this slant route, and again, knowing what to do with the ball once you catch it, right? Running this slant route, knowing exactly what he wants to do with the ball when he catches it. Catch, drop step, get vertical right away, and a great job fighting for this third down. And the reason why I want to talk about this is again, this is part of the art of playing wide receiver for OZ, is he fought back from a couple drops, right? And especially this one is trying to do a little too much with the ball in our hand. It's a simple drop. It's one we don't like to see, just a concentration issue, something we're going to get right. But again, right, young receiver, first time starting, you're in London, and you drop a football in front of a sold-out crowd in London, and would have been easy to get down on yourself, would have been easy to make this a bigger deal than it was. But OZ he always does a great job with his mental. He does a great job fighting back, great job playing with poise. And the next target thrown to him is this ball right here, which is thrown behind him on this crosser, and he makes a one-hand catch. Right, and it just shows you how locked in he is. Right, we got to make the easy ones. We got to make the ones that are thrown to us. We got to do a good job securing those and not leaving plays on the field. But this just shows you that he's not out there thinking about it. Right, he's just out there playing football and he's locked into his zone. And that's what we got to do after we have a couple bad plays. We have a drop, whatever it is. How do we get ourselves back in our zone so we can do what we do and go make the next play? And great concentration from O right there. Catching the ball behind him, making the next play. It just showed me that he's locked in and he was over that first bad play. And then, then here we come, one of the biggest plays of the game, quite honestly, 3rd and 13. If you don't convert this and you have to kick a field goal, whatever, it's a one-score game. It just changes everything. They end up scoring a touchdown in this drive, and that put the game away. And just a great job from OZ, again, playing with poise, not letting previous adversity affect him, and finding a way to make the play when his number is called to win the game. The bottom line is we're making plays here that are going to help us win the game. And that's a great job from OZ right there, just again, having some poise and getting over the initial drop. And I love the yak right here, right? Knowing the situation, knowing you're catching the ball short of the sticks. What do I do with the ball once I catch it? I got to get vertical right away. I got to be physical. I got to find a way to stay on my feet. And really good yak right here, really good drop step. And again, just the poise. Young receivers out there just realizing that not every play is going to go our way. We're not going to catch every ball. That doesn't mean we're making excuses for not catching the ball. But the reality is part of the art of playing receiver is understanding how to bounce back from these drops, how to talk to ourselves the right way, and how to continue to fight, continue to stay focused that when our next opportunity comes, we make those plays. And that was something I was proud of from OZ for sure on this game in London, the way he bounced back and made a couple big plays down the stretch. All right, last guy I want to feature, our boy Evan for the Giants. Had 4 catches versus Dallas. Did a good job, made some plays. This was his first catch, kind of getting going. Did a good job trusting the scouting report of what we knew versus 27. Inching back here. Whenever he was inching back and not challenging us right away at the line, we wanted to use our shifts. We wanted to be sudden. He ends up creating a collision right here. And just, first catch of the game, wide open in midfield. Doing a good job trying to get some more after the catch, fighting. And these are the plays we're really fighting for with Evan, is making every time the ball's thrown to us, finding a way to make a play. There's no excuses. He's too talented not to make every play. Like Evan is so talented, has so much ability, and it's just finding a way to break through with that consistency and our focus and making these plays every time. Because Evan's capable of looking like this every single time he's on the field. He's capable of making every play every time the ball's thrown to him, regardless of the level of difficulty. This is about as difficult as it gets right here. And this is just the standard for Evan Engram, is every time the ball's thrown to us, whether it has to look spectacular or it's easy, whatever, we're making the play, we're moving the chains, and we're a tough matchup for anybody. I mean, Evan is a matchup nightmare for safeties and linebackers around the league, and he just got to continue to be consistent, continue to lock into his focus and enhance his focus every week, and we're going to see more and more plays like this from Evan. But was proud of Evan in a game where there was a lot of adversity for the Giants. He made a lot of plays late, continuing to battle, continuing to stay locked into this game and continuing to move the chains for his team. And this was the one I was really proud of. 3rd and 7 down bottom here, playing against 26 in press coverage. Did a great job with the initial one-step stretch, being patient enough to let the DB overplay it over the top, moving him outside, and then having some patience in zone coverage, finding the void. And this was one that last week Evan dropped. Evan had a back shoulder versus the Saints in a previous week that he actually dropped. And we worked on this a ton. We did some off-day work, really working on the back shoulders, especially across the middle in these zone scenarios. We got to be perfect here. Like we said in the post the other day, these pressure downs, 3rd downs, 4th downs, that's when our focus needs to heighten. That's when our execution needs to heighten. And these are really end up being the plays at the side games. In a more competitive game, this sort of conversion is a big play. But just a great job here, staying focused from Evan, doing a better job, again, coming back from a play that he didn't make on a similar catch in an earlier week. We got it fixed. Great concentration, and then great job catching the ball with a plan in mind. This initial drop step, getting 4 or 5 more yards after the catch. A couple big plays here. And this is just building on weeks, building on a play Evan wasn't able to make earlier in the season, now coming back and making it. And that's all you can ask for from a player, right? Is again, we're at the receiver position. at the wide out, route running, tight end position, we're not going to make every play. There's going to be drops that we have. There's going to be missed assignments. There's going to be bad routes. All these things are going to happen. How do we bounce back? How do we focus on the next play? Great concentration from Ev. And again, just cool to see Evan progress and fix the plays he wasn't able to make in the past and just continue to get better. And this is what we're asking for. And this is what, if you're going to be a great player, an all-time player in this league, when the pressure's on, we want the quarterback to look for us, right? When the pressure's on, we want the quarterback to look for us. 3rd and 7, tight window, look for me because I'm going to make the play. Put the ball wherever you need to put it. I'm going to make the play. And that's the type of mentality we want to take. And a good job from Evan. Here's Ev's last catch of the game, one that I really liked. Speed out, something we worked a lot on over the offseason, something we got to continue to work is his kind of pressure step mechanics. But 26 was an inch back guy, a guy who's going to give us space. Wasn't a guy who's going to challenge someone like Evan Engram right away at the line. So knowing that, we want to eat up space off the ball. And it's a good job by Evan, right? Gaining ground off the ball, getting on the DB's toes, hitting a little double up to open up that lane. You see you get 26 to jump back. And now we want to finish tight and it's routes on air, right? We took a good enough release to inch him back, right? Get him to get on his heels, open up that lane where now he's not challenged us. We have to run this like routes on air, right? We're not thinking about the DB at all at this point. We have to sell vertical, make it look like vertical to the last possible second, and he's in a helpless situation. You just got to have no indicators and then win on this pressure step. No indicators and win on this pressure step. You're making him defend every route in the route tree. Good job keeping his shoulders vertical, finishing tight through the DB, sell vertical to the last second. And then now our pressure step right here on the first step of that speed cut, that's got to really create force to the sidelines so that we create separation off one step. And Ev does a great job running through the top of this pressure step right here to create that separation. Good job finishing friendly, catch, get up the sideline, a good 14-yard gain here on 2nd and 10. But again, I just like the plan here. We trust in the scouting report. We knew 26 was an inch back guy. We knew we wanted to gain ground off the line of scrimmage. Once we move him off his podium, we know it's a routes on air situation. Treat it as such. Give him your best speed cut, your best speed out right here. Great job from Ev, selling it like routes on air, creating separation off one step, getting off the field. Really good rep right there from Evan to convert and get the first down. That's there's a good summary of the Sideline Hustle family. Made some good plays this week, some good stuff that we saw. And then here's really what I thought one of the best plays I saw all weekend, or something I wanted to highlight to close this off. Here's Kadarius, Toney up top, and he obviously made a ton of plays. Had a bunch of plays, but I've been really talking heavy about some of this yak stuff and really talking about our mindset when we catch the football. And obviously, Kadarius Toney is incredibly shifty, freaky athletic, has ability with the ball in his hand that not all of us have. But this is something that I thought was a pretty cool just example of taking the fundamentals to maximize your athletic ability. Here's Toney up top running this spot route. Does a good job working away from the inside defender, who's the only guy that can defend him the way they play this zone look. Works away from him, but then just the awareness to the way he catches this ball and starts the drop step before he catches it. Right? The awareness to start this drop step before he catches it, and then he's able to catch and pierce and make 3 guys miss with just the suddenness, right? This is a guy who has a plan with the ball before he catches it. And that's a big thing we've been talking about in yak. And a big reason why receivers get tackled with the ball in their hands, because we don't have a plan with the ball in our hand. We catch the ball, we don't know what to do with it, we look around, and by the time we figure it out, we're tackled. This is a guy who knows what he wants to do with the ball before he catches it, and a great job having a plan, hitting the drop step as he catches it. You make 3 guys miss, and now you're in the open field, and anything can happen with a guy as talented as Toney. But what allows him to create this opportunity, which ends up being almost a touchdown and a huge highlight play, right? What creates the highlight play are your fundamentals. He doesn't practice necessarily everything that comes after this drop step, all the open field. This stuff comes natural. But what to do with the ball before you catch it, being sound with your fundamentals, working away from that inside zone defender, and then drop stepping as you catch it to pierce right away and waste no time. That fundamental drop step and the way he's catching the ball unlocks this highlight play. And just a great job from Toney. I was impressed by what I saw from him. Going to be a great weapon for the Giants. But these yak fundamentals right here is definitely something I wanted to highlight. Just taking a ball low and outside and not letting his momentum carry him to the sideline, knowing that the alley to get more after the catch was right in the middle right here, stopping himself, drop step as you catch it. Again, great job knowing what to do with the ball before you catch it. That's what springs these yak opportunities. Kadarius Toney hopefully continues to shine and continues to build for the Giants here. But there's your wide receiver film room. Just wanted to give you guys a little recap of some of the things that caught my eye as I'm doing some of our self-scout work for our NFL clients and just doing things to continue to make our guys better. Just wanted to show you guys some of the highlights and some of the the things that I noticed. We'll try and be back here every week to share some football insight and you know, buzz through some things we see around the league. Thank you guys for watching. Wide Receiver Film Room. Coach Lieb signing out. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.